People expected a Minecraft movie to do well. The game has a massive fan base, the trailer was mysterious enough to spark curiosity, and the release date was perfectly timed between other big-name blockbusters. But what actually happened? No one saw it coming. In just 3 days, the film raked in $162.8 million at the U.S. box office, smashing every previous record for a video game adaptation. By the end of its first week, global earnings had already passed $300 million, and now, just weeks later, it's closing in on $1 billion worldwide. This wasn't just a hit, it was a clear message. Audiences aren't tired of theaters, they've just been waiting for the right movie. And here's what makes it even crazier. This wasn't a Marvel film. It wasn't some huge, action-packed franchise reboot. It was a movie about the blocks. Blocks that jump, dig, and run from zombies. And yet, somehow, those blocks delivered a pickaxe to the face of Hollywood's gloomy projections. Suddenly, news outlets were calling it the savior of cinema and the unexpected blockbuster of the year. Industry analysts had just declared 2025 the weakest box office year since the pandemic, until this one movie changed everything overnight. But as wild as those numbers are, the money was just the beginning. What happened inside theaters? That's where things really got out of control. At first, the madness started small, just a few TikToks showing kids getting a little too excited during the movie. But within days, a Minecraft movie screenings turned into full-blown theater takeovers. What started as playful chants of chicken jockey every time a baby zombie appeared quickly turned into popcorn storms, aisle dancing, and group reactions that made it feel more like a concert than a movie. One clip went viral showing a packed theater erupting when a character crafted a diamond sword, with fans literally jumping out of their seats. Some took it even further. A few teens started bringing plastic swords and pickaxes into theaters, turning every jump scare into an excuse for roleplay. And yes, it actually happened. In Florida, someone walked into a screening with a live chicken and dared the staff to stop them. Cinemas started reacting fast. Several major chains had to post signs warning of disruptive audience behavior tied specifically to Minecraft showings. Others introduced temporary rules banning unaccompanied minors after 6 p.m. Local news stations started covering the Minecraft madness like it was a concert tour gone rogue. But not everyone was mad about it. Director Jared Hess called it one of the funniest and most surreal things I've ever seen. He said that as long as nobody was getting hurt, he didn't mind the chaos. Still, for theater employees, especially those cleaning popcorn off the ceiling, it was a different story. And just when it felt like the hype might start cooling down, Jack Black showed up. And he didn't come quietly. Just when the hype started to settle, he showed up. Out of nowhere, Jack Black, who plays the voice of Steve in the movie, began making surprise appearances at theaters across Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago. No security entourage, no press, just Jack, a foam pickaxe, and a look of absolute chaos in his eyes. At one screening, right before the lights dimmed, he ran down the aisle shouting, "No throwing popcorn unless you're aiming for a creeper." Crowds lost it, screaming, laughing, filming. TikTok exploded with clips of Jack hyping up audiences, doing Minecraft dances, and shouting blocky one-liners like, "If you see Herobrine, don't scream. He feeds on fear." But he didn't stop there. Jack pulled out a mic and performed a 34-second original song called Steve's Lava Chicken. No auto-tune, no background music, just him beatboxing and singing about riding a chicken through lava while dual-wielding pickaxes. It was weird, it was random, and the internet ate it up. The song was uploaded to TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and within 72 hours, it was everywhere. Memes, edits, even dance challenges. Fans took the chorus, looped it, remixed it, and somehow, it landed on Billboard's Hot 100, making it the shortest viral song to chart that high since Pin Pineapple Apple Pin. Suddenly, this wasn't just a movie. It was a full-blown Minecraft movement. Merch sales surged. Ticket sales for second and third viewings spiked again. Even people who had never played the game were buying tickets just to see what the chaos was about. And right when it felt like things couldn't get any wilder, the credits rolled, and fans got hit with something they definitely didn't expect. Most people know by now, if you leave a movie before the credits are done, you risk missing something huge. But no one expected this. After the final scene and a few minutes of credits, the screen faded back in. A dark cave, dripping lava, total silence. Then, a figure slowly walks into view. It wasn't Steve. It was Alex, the second main character from the Minecraft universe, standing in full iron armor, holding what looked like an Eye of Ender. And right there, With just one look at the camera, she says, he's waking up. The screen cuts to black. Fans are already whispering. But then, boom, a second stinger. This time, we're not underground. We're in the end dimension. Purple skies, floating obsidian pillars. The iconic Endermen, tall and still, slowly turn their heads toward the camera. And then one of them teleports right up to the screen before everything cuts out. That was it. No explanation, no dialogue, just two scenes, and 1,000 new questions. Immediately, theories exploded online. Reddit threads dissected every frame. Was that Ender Dragon music in the background? Did Alex mention he's waking up in reference to Notch, Herobrine, or the dragon itself? Some fans swore they heard a distorted whisper when the Enderman teleported. Others slowed it down and claimed to see hidden rooms in the end sky. TikTok was flooded with breakdowns and reaction videos, some with millions of views within hours. Even Minecraft YouTubers, from Dream to Grind, started posting full theory breakdowns before the weekend ended. One thing was certain, this movie wasn't just a one-off. A sequel was already in motion, and this post-credit scene was its first breadcrumb. But to understand how they even got to this point, we have to look back, because the journey to bring this movie to life was anything but smooth. It's easy to look at a Minecraft movie now, the money, the memes, the madness, and assume it was always destined to be a hit. But the truth, this movie almost didn't happen. And when you hear how long it took to get made, you'll wonder how it even survived. The original idea for a Minecraft movie was announced back in 2014, over a decade ago. At the time, Warner Brothers had just secured the rights, and fans were cautiously optimistic. But what followed was a disaster-level game of hot potato. 4 different directors, at least 3 complete rewrites, and enough production delays to make even DC Comics look organized. The first director attached was Sean Levy, the guy behind Night at the Museum. That fell through. Then came Rob McElhenney, best known for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He stayed on for a while, even had a script and concept art, but that version got scrapped. 2. Next came Peter Sollett in 2019. Same story, delays, rewrites, quiet cancellations. It wasn't until Jared Hess, known for Napoleon Dynamite, came in that things finally started moving again. But even then, there were issues. Filming took place in New Zealand under tight secrecy, and the studio barely marketed it at first. Then came the trailer, or rather, the wrong trailer. In early 2024, Warner Brothers released a teaser that wasn't even the cut Hess had approved. It felt overly goofy, flat, and nothing like what fans were hoping for. Within hours, YouTube comment sections were on fire. Dislikes piled up. Minecraft fans started comparing it to a cheap Lego knockoff. Hess later admitted he was blindsided by the release. Fans panicked. The studio panicked. And for a moment, it looked like the entire thing might fall apart again. But then, the final version dropped in theaters, and it blew away every expectation. That bumpy, 10-year path? It became part of the legend, the kind of comeback story you can't script. But even with the final cut in theaters, fans still weren't done digging, because some of the film's most talked about moments never even made it into the movie. Even with a final cut that fans loved, people couldn't help but ask one question: what didn't we see? The first major rumor came straight from a fan Q&A, when director Jared Hess casually mentioned that a massive redstone sequence was filmed and cut. According to him, it featured a giant piglin mech, designed by none other than Mumbo Jumbo, one of the most respected Minecraft builders on YouTube. The machine was powered entirely by in-game logic, no CGI cheats, and took up an entire soundstage. But it never made it into the movie. Why? Studio notes. Some execs were worried general audiences wouldn't get the redstone mechanics. Others felt it slowed down the pacing. Now, fans are demanding what they're calling the redstone cut, a longer version of the film that restores the scene in full. There's even a petition floating around with over 100,000 signatures. But that's just the beginning. There's another detail that sparked a full-blown conspiracy theory. Herobrine. For the uninitiated, Herobrine is a mythical figure in Minecraft lore, a ghost-like, white-eyed version of Steve that was never officially part of the game, but has haunted fan stories for over a decade. Well, some fans claim they saw him. In one scene, deep inside the mansion, there's a blink and you miss it moment where 2 glowing eyes appear for half a second. No explanation.